Black people should be sterilized so that they can no longer procreate. Well, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Well, that's what a student from UMASS AMHERST sent out to a group of black organizations on campus. Now, UMASS AMHERST is supposed to be one of the smartest schools out there, but I guess everybody that goes there isn't that smart after all. Now, personally for me, I don't get offended about these type of things. I don't really get upset when I see racist things. The reason for that is because I often just feel sorry for racist people. They have such a small worldview. For this video, I'm gonna go to the email and we're gonna react to it together. Now, make sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the email as well. All right, so I have the original email right here that was sent out to the students. All right, so let's go. Hello, black students of our campus. We are writing to inform you from a group sharing the sentiments of many students on campus of all races and creed, except yours, of course, to inform you what we think of the Negro, that lovely N-word you hate, dash African Americans on campus. Now, honestly, I could not understand that sentence. So if you understand it better than I do, please leave a comment. Let me know what it actually means. We are naturally writing from a non-student account so that we are not victimized by the predictable cries of racism and not being inclusive. The funny thing about that is, put your face on it. That's my opinion. Put your face on it. Stop being a coward. Don't be anonymous. Just put your face on it. If you're really about it, if you really stand for what you believe, put your face on it. Now let's continue. We expect the first thing you will do is cry to the administration and media. All right. So the second paragraph, all right, starts off by saying, we look down upon you.
Really, nigga?
We instantly know in all manners from your language, which most of you still speak in some broken form of Ebonics or to ghetto speak to where you're from. Third world sewers in America bought and paid for by the U.S. taxpayer. All right. To how you live like hood rats, to how you appear fro hair. Oh, do I have fro hair? Big lips. Oh, my lips are a little big, aren't they, huh? And black skin. My skin is actually black, isn't it? All right. You are different. I like being different. I can't lie about that. Regarding your intelligence, you are clearly stupid. And while not all students know the average IQ of a black person is 75, all right, so I actually looked that up. And that study, the IQ of the average black person is 75, but that study comes from 1964, I believe. And you have to understand, IQ is not a great measure of actual intelligence. And not only that, social economics play a huge role in your IQ. So what we see today is, as black people who are in better social economics, their IQ is the same as the students who are white students, all right? So socioeconomics play a big role in IQ scores. Not only that, but scientists are also disproving the fact that there is no difference between intelligence between the races, because guess what? The only difference between races is environment. That's the only difference. That's what caused us to be different. It's our environment. That's the only thing. We're all humans, so that doesn't make sense in its own right. But let's continue. I digress. All right. So the average IQ of a black person is 75. It is abundantly clear that you possess a lack in intelligence along with an elementary grasp of subjects that most of us learned in high school. Well, high school is also bullshit, but that's a whole different topic for a whole nother day. Herein lies the problem with your presence at our college. You simply did not get here on merit. I believe it is referring to affirmative action. Believe it or not, students are not the only ones who think this and know this. Okay. It is a common fact. Common fact. Okay, no, let's continue. It is a common fact that a black person can score hundreds of points lower on the SAT, but also professors and TAs. That sentence did not make much sense, but okay. I am sure you can see in their faces and behaviors towards you. The only reason 99% of black students are at UMass is because you are given an easy pass, and this applies to every other post-secondary institution, again referring to affirmative action. Not only do you lack intellectual chops, you never truly fit in with campus culture or any clique on campus, and the only reason we engage with you is out of fear of being called racist and forced imposition. Again, now this part actually made me think a lot more, and the reason for that is it's very obvious that these people are among us and they're acting as if they're okay with being around black people or any other race for that matter. So that's the disturbing thing about it. These are the same people you go to class with, same people you eat with, same people sometimes you even call your friends because they're so good at hiding their true colors. That's something to think about. White people, Asians, Hispanics, almost none of us truly want to interact with you. We only do so because it is required. The entire history of black people in the US, unlike every other superior ethnic group, literally, he says, literally every other single one, including Asians who are richer and more educated than whites in one of the imposition on our society. Okay, so this makes me think that this could be an Asian person. The reason I say that is because nobody with a superior complex will ever say that somebody else is richer and more educated than they are. So this makes me think that this person is actually Asian. Every cry, every whine, every demand stems from a place of rejection. You must beg the rest of society to accept you and allow you in, because otherwise we would never interact with you. The natural inclination has now subsided. You people should seriously consider doing the human race a favor and getting sterilized. Now that makes a lot of sense, does it? So he wants all black people to be sterilized so that they can no longer procreate, and eventually over time we're gonna drop off the face of the earth. We're gonna go extinct, basically. All right, bro. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Really, nigga?
And I'm not being facetious, he says. You should consider undergoing a surgical procedure to remove your gonads, thereby sparing human race exposure to your DNA. Everybody comes from Africa, by the way. The only reason your skin is different than mine is because you went to a cooler temperature. That's it. Boy. The world will thank you. And he says, thank you for reading our letter, UMASS Coalition for a Better Society. Wow, so that's a lot to take in. And honestly, when you read things like that, it just makes you wonder, how can somebody wake up and write something like that? Or how can your parents fail you that much? Because that's what it really comes from. Your parents are failing you when they don't teach you about certain things in life. When they tell you that you are better than everybody else because of your skin color. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. Skin color is only that. It's skin deep. Of course, there are different cultures, but that's just from being in different parts of the world. But again, being a human means being a human. It doesn't mean that because my skin color is different than your skin color that I am not human and that I am below you. That's not what that means. It just means that my environment shaped me different than you so that I can better survive in my environment. And the reason why you became a different color than I is because you had to adapt to your environment. Well, that's it for this video, guys. That was pretty disturbing, not gonna lie. It's pretty messed up. And honestly, that was sent out back in mid-August and it's just coming out now. So UMass has known about this, but yet they kept it under wraps. And it's just coming out now. So let's bring some more attention to it. Make sure you share this video. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, make sure you leave a subscription, and leave a comment. Let me know about your thoughts on this topic. Take it easy, guys, and peace.